Hello everyone, and welcome to the Let's Play bonus for Alpha Protocol, brought to you on behalf of GameAnyone.com by FrozenFoxy. Well, the first thing that I wanted to do was show you all the really annoying thing that happens when you have had something like Alcohol 52 up, where it has like a virtual drive or whatever, and it's really just for burning things to disk, you know. But anyway, so basically once you have started up the game and somewhere in the background have been running one of those virtual CD programs, you start getting this crap. Yeah. Really annoying. And when it's like this, you can't load a game at all. And you know what you have to do to fix this? You actually have to quit the game and completely re-register the entire game. It is really freaking annoying. Every single time I turn on my computer, I have to re-register this crap. Why? Because Alcohol 52% starts up every time that I start up my computer. It's bull. Really, really annoying. You know, if you're going to make some anti-pirate software, don't make it this stupid. Anyway, I'll be back in just a moment with some dossiers, which will finish off this Let's Play with the bonus readings of what everything's about. See you then. Hello everyone, so here we are, and we're about to read over these dossiers to complete this Alpha Protocol playthrough. And this is basically more or less an optional video. It's not really that integral to watch, but if you want to get some of the backstory, this is a great place to look. Something that I would like to say before I get to reading this, though, is that if you're going to have those anti-piracy things on there, with the and all that kind of shit, you know, you really should not make the registry key 25 letters. You must understand that every single time I have to redo the key, I have to type in those 25 letters. I've gotten to the point where it was so annoying I just put it into Notepad, and I've been copy-pasting from that particular Notepad document ever since. Just don't do a 25 character registration key if you're going to do it like this. It's really, really annoying. Anyway, let's go ahead and read about Yancey Westridge. His dossier is 80% complete. Apparently I missed 20% somewhere in this game. And he trusts me pretty well. I've got a 6 right there. 10 is the maximum that you can get in this game. Anyway, he's age 48, nationality is American, occupation is Chief of Operations, Alpha Protocol, a 20-year veteran of the CIA and a 5-year veteran of Alpha Protocol. Yancey Westridge has worked in both the counterintelligence and counterterrorism fields, earning a degree in international affairs and serving a tour of duty in the armed forces prior to his CIA service. Although rarely promoted, Westridge has a reputation as an exceptional field agent, expert at reading people and quick at reacting to situations. He has a low tolerance for smartasses and prefers agents who act instead of talk. Impatience and blunt options are what Westridge respects, more so than smooth talkers or by-the-book recruits. One of Westridge's positive traits is he knows his job. He's not a field agent anymore, he's a supervisor, so he has pursued that role aggressively, recruiting agents to act as his eyes and his hands while he keeps the bigger picture in mind. He is infamous for hazing new recruits to test their endurance and their reaction under pressure. And he often relies on monitoring the results from a distance, gauging each agent's reactions via monitors and sensors. Westridge's capable field skills and his natural distaste for procedure make him a natural fit for Alpha Protocol. He is fiercely patriotic, almost to a fault, unwilling to question orders from above, provided those on high don't question him on how he gets the job done. Even when his back is against the wall, Westridge always has a backup plan in place, or at least an easy escape route. This has allowed him to fall back from the worst of missions, regroup, then come back full force to mount another assault. If given the chance to prepare an ambush, however, attackers should be warned Westridge digs in, and he digs in deep, never letting himself be exposed for a gunshot or a grenade. Secret fact: despite his long marriage, Westridge keeps numerous secrets from his wife. Among his indiscretions, Yancey apparently had an extramarital affair during a mission with someone codenamed Saffron. He also loves the thrill he gets from the danger of being an operative. Keeping this from his wife is one of the hardest parts of doing his job. We have Parker. We have a 60% dossier completion for him. He likes us by 5. Which was upped by 1 during the final part of this game, if you recall, because I told him some information that he didn't know, and he liked that. He's age 63, American nationality, and his occupation is Senior Intelligence Analyst for Alpha Protocol. Alan Parker is a genius-level intelligence analyst working for Alpha Protocol. According to his college record, he has degrees in political science, economics, and psychology. Although he never did homework in any of his classes and relied on taking the minimum number of tests to achieve a passing grade. Parker also had an uncanny knack for knowing where he would be on the grading curve, and scaled the effort he put into his assignments accordingly. Parker understands global politics, espionage tactics, and economic trends, but doesn't understand, or care to understand, people he works with. He has commented more than once that he perceives everyone as a tool, and if not a tool, then they are a liability. Parker is the agency's custodian, responsible for shutting down Alpha Protocol if it's in danger of being compromised. According to Parker, there have been many iterations of Alpha Protocol with different names in the past, and he has been with them since the beginning as an accountant and analyst, helping to terminate each incarnation and move on to the next, always fulfilling the same functions and watching the world to make it safe for United States interests. Z. We know 100% about her. We're a trusted 70, or we're at a 7 for trusted. Apparently she's in her early 40s. She's German, and she's a mercenary for her occupation. Not much is known of the operative Z, other than her status as an ex-Stasi agent, and a long list of conflicts in which she has been spotted, usually partaking in the action. Records indicate she was recruited into East German intelligence at a young age and trained to be an elite agent. Z's career had begun by the time the Stasi was expelled. Records indicate that Z became a freelancer shortly afterwards. The closest the CIA has gotten to acquiring more intelligence was in 1990, after she offered information on Stasi officials for a reported price of $5 million. The director of the German branch of the CIA was asked to bring her into custody by the head of German intelligence as a personal favor, but during the attempt at apprehension, Z killed 2 junior operatives, 6 German police officers, and wounded 10 others. Z regularly works for the Egyptian Arms Consortium, the Russian Mafia, Burmese drug lords, the North Korean government, and the Veteran Combat Initiative, otherwise known as VCI. Data indicates she is currently working under a contract with the VCI for an undisclosed operation in Moscow. Z has a fierce pragmatism, switching between ally and enemy quite quickly when the situation demands it. She doesn't hold grudges and sees everyone as tools to reaching her objective, her paycheck. It is possible that when a mission is complete and she's been paid, that she might change sides completely if given the right incentive. Secret fact: Z bears no love for Conrad Marburg, despite the fact she works for the VCI. Something that angers one will make the other well disposed to the person responsible. Interesting. Albatross. Apparently we have 100% on him. We've got a 10 friendship with him. Perfect. We don't know what his age is. We're not sure what his nationality is either. However, we do know that he's the leader of G22 cell, which probably means that there's more than one cell. Anyway, little is known of codename Albatross. It is believed he is a former CIA analyst who faked his death and surgically altered his face and fingerprints. How a low-ranking, non-violent analyst would turn up leading a cell of the covert G22 organization is even more difficult to understand. Whether or not Albatross shares his identity with the former CIA analyst, or was responsible for the murders of the other individuals within his division, he should be approached with caution and taken in by any means necessary. Albatross rarely becomes directly involved in an operation, and the rare occasions he does, he is usually accompanied by his bodyguard, codenamed Sis. The exact relationship between the two is unknown, but any attempt to apprehend Albatross must have a plan for dealing with Sis first. Cell leaders in G22 are required to be accompanied by a bodyguard at all times, and to travel alone, or to send one's bodyguard on a mission alone is a violation of G22 protocol. Albatross and G22 focus on monitoring events and establishing intelligence infrastructures rather than direct intervention. At times, G22 has supplied intelligence to both sides of a known conflict within the span of a few months, the end result doing nothing more than reinforcing the status quo while crushing whatever large-scale outbreaks of violence erupt. As much as G22 is obsessed with accumulating information, they are skilled at denying adversaries and any information or intelligence on their own organization, making their motives difficult to ascertain. Secret fact: according to his own admission and a quote from the poem, Albatross takes his name from the rhyme of the Ancient Mariner. Whether he would rain down a similar tragedy on anyone who would harm him or his associates remains to be seen.